All right, so today I'm going to show you guys what's on and what's in my kit. A lot of guys who work for Echelon, we utilize plate carriers similar to this. Now, a lot of people have asked questions, why do you guys not wear the Oregon City carrier that law enforcement tends to wear? And I've asked a lot of officers and the answer's pretty much been the same. It's comfort and it's ease of use. Now, as much as I personally like the Oregon City carrier when I worked for other companies, working for Echelon Security, it has me getting in and out of a vehicle. It has me walking miles around the city of Portland. So it's all about comfort. You definitely want to make sure that you're still protected and that you're safe. But to me, the most important thing is ease of use and comfort. And I have found that these more military style shooter type plate carriers have been very, very efficient. I'm the kind of person who does not like to have anything on their belt. The only thing that's on my belt is my firearm. I prefer to wear that at a lower ride. Specifically for me, I suffered from sciatica after utilizing a drop plate for about a year and a half. And I got to the point where I couldn't feel the right side of my foot. And the doctor was like, you've got to change that. So going to a lower ride on my holster has been very helpful in alleviating the pressure on my sciatica. And then I'm getting older, guys. I'm 46, I'm pushing 50. To me, it's all about having what I need and only what I need and having as little weight on my body as possible. And that's where it comes in, the plates that I utilize. I've had a lot of people reach out and say, hey, are you wearing a plate carrier without plates? And I think that's because of the way that this lays, the lack of bulkiness, but that again, it plays into what's most important to me, which is comfort and which is ease of use. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you over here to the Pathfinder, take off the vest, and show you guys how my interior plates play into ease, comfort, while still giving me protection. Let's go. All right, guys, so we are looking at my beautiful plate carrier. So on my plate carrier, just the essentials. Number one, I've got my radio comms here. Generally, once I have my radio, it'll go into either the front pouch here or one of the pouches behind my secondary and third magazine. I do carry 2 extra magazines as well as 1 tourniquet on my kit, and I keep a secondary tourniquet in my pocket. It's always good to have 2 tourniquets. But again, the highlight of my personal carrier is going to be my, I think this is called the Tasmanian hand warmer, and it connects via your MOLLE, and this has been a lifesaver. Again, there's so many times here in Portland where it's not super cold, it's just chilly. And when you're working, you know, an 11-hour shift or 12 to 14-hour shift, and you're doing a lot of walking out in the cold air, this is very, very useful. And again, I don't have a lot on my kit. You'll see a lot of officers that are really into different, gadgets and doodads, which is completely fine. Personally, for me, I like to be as light as possible. Now, I do have 2 different types of cameras. I have a general body camera that's very similar to law enforcement. I think it's called the Patrolman. But I also have the Osmo Action Cam. This is just basically like your GoPro. I prefer this for the quality of the video. And a lot of what I do in terms of working for Echelon and OPSEC Media is content creation. So I can get better content with this camera than I can the actual Patrolman camera. But depending on what I'm doing, what the job is, I might switch that camera out. Now, let's talk about the plates. Let's talk about protection. A lot of times people assume that there's no plates in here, and I'm going to assume that that's because they're used to utilizing maybe ceramic plates that you would use in the military or steel plates. If I'm going to be walking 3-4 miles a day, standing somewhere for 5 to 10 hours, I am not wearing ceramic plates or steel plates. Clearly, the ability of those plates to be safer in terms of stopping power, I completely understand and get that. But it's for the use of what you're doing and what I'm doing, where I'm working, who I'm around. I'm very comfortable and confident with what I have in terms of my plates. So let's take a look. I'm gonna lift this up here. See if I can get to my internal plates. So open this up. Slide these out. Okay, so what you're seeing here, the main plate is going to be a Safelite Defense FRAS system. This is the flexible rifle armor plate system, okay? These are, I think they're a pound, if not a little bit less than a pound, excuse me. And they're very, very flexible, very light. You know, still a very good plate, very solid plate. Now, on top of that, I run a Paraclete plate, and this is a shooter's plate, which is just a trauma plate. This is actually, crazy enough, a stand-alone plate. Look how thin that is. And this is made of a certain material. I would be lying if I told you what it was, but this is actually a level 3 rated plate. And again, you can run this standalone, but I run this on top of the Safelite Defense FRAS system. And I have the exact same setup in the back. I have the same FRAS system plate in the back along with the secondary Paraclete. Now, these two plates in conjunction are less than 2 pounds. And that is absolutely amazing in terms of how comfortable this vest is compared to what I was wearing when I was utilizing the Oregon City Carrier and running ceramic plates. It's night and day. And again, as you get older, you know, 46, approaching 50, my back, it just can't take that much time on my feet, that much time with that much weight. And so being able to have that same level of protection, but take about 3 pounds, and if you're talking steel plates, I mean, you're talking about 5 to 6 pounds off the front and the back, that has been huge for me. So this is a look at my carrier, what I have. Interested to know what you guys think. Are you a fan of this setup? Do you not like this setup? Drop your comments below and let us know what you think. Let's dialogue. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys being a part of this platform. I want you to be safe. I want you to watch your back. And as always, I want you to be great. Take care.